very tough-minded, very physical, run their stuff really well, just don't get out of sorts. You know, they played that game with some pressure and only had 7 turnovers. Obviously struggled a little bit on the boards and gave them extra possessions to score, but our guys were tremendous on offense, shot it well, shared the ball, 21 assists again, and you know, found a way to win a hard game, which is good for us. So this was good. Proud of our team. A tough, you know, 9 o'clock start, a little bit of a different deal today, just to get used to that. But I guess we got a bunch of these, so we better get used to it here soon. Questions?
Coach, that's a pretty good team that you just beat. 8-1 coming in. You feel like they're probably NCAA caliber or close to it.
Yeah, I told our guys leading into the game that this is an NCAA tournament type team. It's, you know, we picked to play them. I've known Pat forever, back when he was at William and Mary and I was at Wilmington, and he does a really good job with his group. You know, they won their league and didn't happen to win the tournament, so they didn't get to go to the NCAA, but they played Wake in the NIT. You know, and so those guys are used to winning. And obviously they're 8-2 right now, and have won a lot of road games. They've already won 4 road games, I think, true road games. So we knew we were going to get a good punch. We knew that they weren't going to be intimidated. We knew they were going to be ready, and we knew we'd have to play pretty well. And we played great on offense. Again, defensively, you know, C+, B- probably, just not quite as good as we need to be. Still got to fight to rebound. That's become a problem with this group. And then they got away from us on a couple things. I thought we'd be able to guard them in a couple things, and we didn't as well as I would have liked. But give our guys a lot of credit. That's a game that could go the other way. They had a lot of momentum in the second half, and our guys had to take it away from them, and we did.
So is it more of what they did offensively or what you guys didn't do defensively, did you feel like?
It wasn't any surprises.
Yeah.
It's just they have some good players, and they play in good space, and they've got enough shooting. Like when the kid Conway makes 4 threes, that's hard because like he can make a shot obviously, but he's not making 4 in most games. And then 55 is getting into the paint and making some plays off the drive and a back down. And then obviously Timberlake is really good. Coming off screens, he can jump up athletically and shoot over you. So they've got enough weapons, you know, to be problematic. Thompson's a good player, you know, and he was 4 for 4, but he got in a little bit of foul trouble, and it was one of those kind of games where it was physical. And we had Ben fouled out, PJ had 4, Ian might have had 4.
Yeah.
You know, and their guy ended up fouling out and being limited a little bit. I thought it would be a game where somebody would foul out. Because it's going to be played. Both teams post the ball more than some teams. Some teams shoot a ton of threes, don't post the ball a lot. You know, both Towson and Clemson post the ball. And so it's a little bit more methodical. It's a little slower pace, but it's very physical. And they matched us every bit with that.
You needed PJ tonight, and he went 28 minutes most of the season. Seems like his conditioning is getting there.
Yeah, it's better. I mean, he's still not where he needs to be because he's got to rebound the ball better. But yes, this is somewhat the first week that I felt comfortable with the trainer telling me that hey, he's pretty much can go now. Like you got to keep an eye, but he can go 28, 30 minutes if you need him. Went out on 20-minute restriction and that kind of stuff. So he's obviously worked his way into it. He was terrific in terms of finishing some plays. He's got to keep getting better on the defensive end of the floor and rebounding the basketball to help us consistently, but made some big-time shots as usual.
How about Hunter's defense? It seemed like they backed him down a few times.
Yeah, I really thought he would be able to guard a little better one-on-one in that scenario. He's done it in other games. That kid was a tough matchup. He was he could back him some, but he also had enough quickness to him that it was kind of, he wasn't all one or the other. It wasn't all face up. It wasn't back down. It was a little bit of both. And so he kind of just kept him off balance. And the way they play, he's isolated on a side with a shooter at the top, shooters on the wing. And we just decided not to double. We're going to, if he scores 2s, we're going to give him up. And, we need to rebound some of the misses. And the first play of the game, they do it. He misses. PJ doesn't get the blockout rebound and they score. Thompson scores. And like, that can't happen, right? You're not helping, so you're just in a one-on-one blockout. It's you and that guy. You don't have another responsibility. And we lost a couple of those battles, and then that's when it backfires on you. He was 7 for 18, so 5 for 12 for 2. That's not gonna beat you. But he's a good player. He's a good player. Holden's a good player.